Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be doing quite a, mixed match video. I've got a lot of footage from things that we've been doing on the GU Patrol for the last probably month or so. A lot of it's just small stuff that we've been doing here and there, but we finally have got our engine in, which is going to get revealed to you in just a minute. And again, if you haven't been following along for the journey of this, I've been mentioning we've had an engine coming for quite some time. We've finally got it just over there. So I'll show it in just a second. And if you haven't had a guess at what this is before you realise, before I reveal it, drop it in the comments what you think this engine is. It's a diesel. So that's all I'm giving away for just this second. Not only that, we've also stripped down the diffs for this, so you'll see that in just a second in some footage of me going through that. We've got our transmission sitting also behind us over there, plus a heap of other parts laying around everywhere at the moment. And not only that, the camera is actually mounted right now on the roof of the Patrol. So if you're wondering why it's so level, well, you'll see that in just a second as well. So anyway, I'm going to turn this around. Let's go and reveal that engine. So it's time for the big reveal on the engine. This has been absolutely months in the waiting, but we're finally here. And the engine is right behind this air mattress because that's what I had to put in front of it. But anyway. One HD FTE. Wait, that doesn't look right. This doesn't look like an FTE. This isn't what I ordered. Well, I guess we're going with the Duramax. I don't need that anymore. So here it is, finally, the Duramax. This is a 2006-07 LBZ Duramax. Now they made the LBZs for 2 years. This is pretty much the peak of the Duramaxes in the way of what people want. Now they've obviously made some awesome engines since then, but this is the one that everyone wants, especially for the conversions and stuff. It was right before they went and put DPFs and stuff in them, so the next generation, the LMM, has got a DPF, which is pretty much the exact same engine with the DPF, but this particular motor is what people want for conversions, for obviously the ease of them. The all the emission stuff is, like I said, minimal, and they're a very strong engine, and they had most of the issues sorted out that the earlier generations had. They run a better fuel pump. The generation after the LMM actually run a different fuel pump to these, and a lot of guys convert the fuel pumps back because these are such a good pump. The injectors are pretty reliable in them. The bottom end is almost bulletproof, and just all round they are a great engine. Not only that, we're also pairing it with the factory transmission out of the Silverado, which is an Allison 1000, which is a monster of a transmission. So I've got a few goodies coming for that, a few upgrades coming for this, as well as some service stuff and just some general part upgrades. But we'll stop talking about the engine because, like I said, we will probably do another quick video on why I decided to go that route rather than the huge amount of other engine options there was. We're going to get in, get these diffs stripped down, and as you'll see, we've also done some other crazy things, and we've got the body off the Patrol. Now off camera we've installed a hoist as well, as you can see, and it fits in here perfectly. So I was very worried it wasn't going to. I was building a pad outside, but I needed to get this done quickly. So yes, we have a hoist in here to work on now, which means we're going to have way better videos coming out because we can actually see what's going on.
I've been sitting on this bar stool, counting cracks in the wood. Got a past full of ghosts, and they don't mean me no good. Every sip just a memory I was trying to outrun, but the night keeps on talking when the daylight is gone. Yeah, I traded my peace for a bottle of smoke, trying to laugh through the pain, but it's turning to choke. I hear mama's voice saying, boy, you're losing your way, but the devil on my shoulder got me begging to stay. I keep pouring it strong, like it's saving my life, but truth hits harder every damn night. Whiskey don't fix broken souls. It just burns going down, leaves a deeper hole. Yeah, I tried to drown every hurt I know, but the pain comes back when the night gets cold. I've been running from the man I am, trying to find some peace in a shot glass hand, but the mirror don't lie, it lets me know whiskey don't fix broken souls. Got a heart full of scars and a mind full of noise. All the things I did wrong still echo my voice. I was chasing that high, I was dodging the truth. Now I'm stuck in the mess that I made in my youth. Yeah, the neon lights flicker like a wanted sign, but I'm too far gone just to read between lines. Every stranger's a friend till the bottle runs dry. Then I'm back to myself and I don't know why. I've been living on edge like I got nothing left, but I'm dying inside and I'm gasping for breath. Yeah, I thought I could hide in the smoke and the flame, but the fire just knows my name. Whiskey don't fix broken souls. It just burns going down, leaves a deeper hole. Yeah, I tried to drown every hurt I know, but the pain comes back when the night gets cold. I've been running from the man I am, trying to find some peace in a shot glass hand.
Crazy the mold, and this thing's sitting for years. Quick bath before she goes in the hoist.
Maybe I've been chasing the wrong kind of cure, trying to numb what I feel instead of looking for more. Every tear that I hid, every lie that I told, turn a young wild heart into something so cold. If there's a road out of hell, I'm missing the signs. Still got a little faith buried deep in these lines. If I drop this bottle, will I finally be free?
Did quite the work on the car, and this is actually the chassis now as it sort of sits, looking quite bare. We've gone through, given it a full wash. You would be so surprised the amount of dirt that was still inside of this thing. After many years of it being off the road, it's still full, and even still there's still dirt down in the chassis rails and all sorts. But we are going to be getting this, pretty much what we're doing is we're going to do all the suspension work to it, weld up the engine mounts, get everything ready to go, and then we're going to send it down to a guy we know in Perth who does sandblasting, powder coating, and he's going to powder coat this entire chassis for me, which is pretty cool. So it's going to give it the best protection. We've also spoke to him about maybe dropping it in the acid wash as well, so it can get all the way down inside these rails, which actually feel pretty good considering. The whole back section here, because the rear bar was full of dirt, so we were washing this out for ages, and it's crazy to see the factory Nissan worlds and how bad they really are. Don't look at them. So yeah, hopefully our worlds look a bit better than that. Alright, so we're going to get to work doing just removing the rest of the stuff off this chassis, and then next episode, like I said, we're going to get in and actually start doing some proper work on it. So to remove all the fuel tank stuff, we've just got a few bolts along here. We're going to remove everything as one, a couple of bolts that go through for the actual tank itself, and then we've got, turn the camera, and then we've got a few just up in here. We've just got to remove these breather lines and obviously the fuel delivery lines. These spring clips out the way. And try not to break anything off of it. There's that. Now hopefully, that's the fuel tank out, and it is actually empty. So I'll go and throw this inside. Okay, so we've got that fuel tank out the way now, and what we're going to probably do next is get this little pump off of here. We'll undo this bracket here for the handbrake, as well as the bolts just down in there, and start removing all of these fuel lines, all the brake lines and stuff out of the way as well.
Yeah, I've been living too fast, I admit it. Every bad decision, yeah, I never forget it. Got a head full of demons, I don't know how to quit them. Every night I'm at war, I just try not to feel them. They say heal, but they don't know the cost. When you look in the mirror and you're already lost. Yeah, I laugh in the crowd, but I cry when alone.
Okay, so now we're going to try and get this off in one lot. It should be quite easy until something gets stuck. Something always gets stuck. I was get the last breather bracket off, so got just a few more bolts, and that's pretty much it. Alright everyone, so that's probably going to be it for this video. Like I said at the start, it is going to be a bit of a mix and change. This has been some stuff that we've recorded over the last couple of weeks or months almost, just getting things sorted out. Now, on a side note, sorry about the footage when we're actually doing the diffs. I know that it's got a little bit of distortion in it from, it's been playing around with the lights. I don't know why it does it, but mainly happens at night. In the daytime, as you can see, it's actually fine in here with the camera. So I'm not 100% sure what's going on. I've played with all the settings, can't get it quite right. So I am currently looking into getting a proper new camera. So if anyone's got any suggestions about that, what to use, drop it in the comments below. There's a million of them out there, so trying to find the right one's a bit hard. Also, you might have noticed that I have got a new shirt, and I'll turn it around. So yeah, this is the new shirt to obviously celebrate finally getting the engine. I had a couple of these made, and if we can maybe hit 2,000 subscribers, I might consider out getting a few more made. That way you guys can get yourself one as well. So if you want to help that out, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Anyway, like I said, that'll probably be it for this video. We've got a heap coming up in the next one. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you follow along for the journey. I'm going to get back out and get to work. Catch us all in the next one.